out here this morning. Nice and dry, no humid, a little chill in the air. Fantastic. However, this morning is all going to be about tilling under and planting a food plot for the wildlife around here, like deer, because the deer are all over my yard and I have to fence off everything to keep them out of my garden. But they walk through the yard every day, 1 or 6. I mean, there's a bunch of them around, and you could always see them towards the evening and the morning, and they leave their tracks around, so you know where they are. So what I'm gonna do is do a food plot, which I've done before. My food plot used to be my whole backyard, and the deer would be in there having fun and eating, and they won't go into my garden because I put that top cable on it. I'll talk about that a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the food plot from there all the way down to in front of my Hugel area. Then I'm gonna go over here by my pond. And I'm gonna go ahead and till under this grassy spot over here by the pond. I'm gonna leave a buffer though of grass, that way there's no wash off. And then that back stretch over there by the hedges, I'm gonna go ahead and till that under too for the plot field. So everything that I do around the yard, I have to go ahead and fence it off. Like over here, each individual fruit tree has to have a fence around it, or the deer will just strip it on down, take all the leaves off, and the bucks will take all the bark off. Well, over here on my hugelculture area and garden area, you'll notice that there's a cable right up here. See this fence? The deer just walk over and go whoop, they hop right over like it's nothing. But when you put a cable on top like that, they see the cable and that stops them 100%. I have never over the years had a deer jump over when the cable's up, but before that cable, they would just walk up to the fence and hop right over. And the same thing with my garden. I got the cable all the way up there, and I'm utilizing the top cable, since I have to have it up anyway, for all my muscadine grapevines. Now, along this fence line, going all the way down that way, I'm going to go ahead and till that under for a food plot as well. So with that said, let me go ahead and get a till in. So I'm going to have to till it under a couple times to get it nice and soft, and then go over the Tractor Supply and get some clover and stuff like that and plant it, and the deer will just love it. So anyways, let me get at it. Okay, well, I'm going to start tilling right from here going that way, so you could see that there's all grass here, and you can watch the tiller turn it into nice composted dirt. way, so you can kind of see how one passed that way and one passed this way, and a lot of that grass is gone. I'm gonna have to do it a couple times, but I'm gonna go up another level over there and get it a little bit wider, and then I'm gonna do this whole area right over here. So let me get at it. Okay, I did the width here. I'm gonna have to do it a few more times, going back and forth to really chop it up. But I'm gonna go over here and do it by the pond on both sides so you can see, and then by the fence line. That way you don't have to sit here and watch all of this. Now the deer are really going to like this one because they go down to the water and drink out of it throughout the evening. So they'll have their food source, plus they'll have the water right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started over here on this side. Okay, that takes care of this side. So that'll be 2 nice rows of plot field over here, so the animals have some food. I got another one on that side of the pond. Got another one in front of my garden. Now I'm gonna go do the fence line. Okay, so I just got done tilling under a food plot so I can have new growth and vegetation for the wildlife out here. That way the deer and the rabbits and so forth have food to eat. I got myself some nice plot food, and I have myself here a spreader, which is automatic. You can hear it. There's a dial here, there's a spreader here, and there's a bin there, so it's easy spread. And I like the dial here because on the inside you can use small amounts and gradually increase it depending on how much you want to put down. Okay, so after you set it, you want to go ahead and put some plot food in there and then spread it. So let's go spread it. Always put your bag where it's not going to tip over. Okay, so basically to spread it, just set your dial until until you get the right amount. It was basically over here, so I went 2, 2.5, or 2 1/4, 2.5, and right there, maybe you can see it. The seeds come out at the amount that I want, so let's go ahead and see how it works. Okay, all I'm going to do is walk with it like that. There you go. And let's see how it does. Okay, so I just went ahead and did this whole stretch over here. I'm going to go ahead and put some more in here and go down and go do by the lake right now. Okay, so I'm over here by my pond. I have the spreader, and I'm going to go ahead and spread this section right over here. So let's get on with it. Okay, so it was as simple as that. I just walked down and I walked back as it was spreading. So let me go ahead and do the back side of the pond over here. Okay, I'm on the back side of the pond and I'm gonna go ahead and do this section over here. So let's get on with it. I got my spreader and we're gonna walk down this section right over here as we're spreading. Looks like a rabbit was out here this morning. So basically, you can see right there is the spreader. And if I hit the button, you can see it turning just like that. Okay, so I went ahead and went over those twice. Now I'll go back and go over the other ones twice too, and that should give it really good coverage. We're getting towards the evening, so hopefully we have a wet evening. Who knows? It's pretty hot, but needs to wash in. Okay, let's go over to the other section and I'll hit it one more time. Looks like there's probably enough there. Let's get on with it. Okay, so here I am back at the other section. I'm going to go ahead and give it another pass. And if you look closely down at the dirt, you could probably see the different color seeds. Okay, so I have that much left in there. So I got more, but I don't want to overdo it. 2 passes was enough. Okay, so there you go. I went ahead and tilled today, and all the ground's nice and fluffy. So then I went and got some plot field food for the animals. I went ahead and broadcasted it. Now it's up to Mother Nature to have it grow, and the wildlife are gonna love it.